Alright, y'all, so as promised, we are here with another tier list. I told y'all I'm going to try to finish off all of the tier list videos this weekend. That way everything is up to date, because the new Evos threw everything, kind of through a loop. But it also allows me to add some of the new cards that we got at each position and show you guys where they rank as well. So it's like a little double whammy. And if you guys want me to keep doing tier lists in the future, please drop a like on the video and comment down below that you guys want to see them. Or if you just enjoy the videos in general, make sure y'all slap that like button. It really does help me out a lot. Anybody that's new to the channel, please hit that sub. And now that all the shameless plugging is out of the way, we can get to the video. So as you guys can see, we're here with the power forwards list, and everything is back to where it was. We have everybody kind of set in stone, and I've taken out the Evos that we got for the power forwards list. As far as I can remember, for just straight primary power forwards, we have 3 cards that got upgrades. Aaron Gordon, Derrick Jones Jr, and Erick Pascal. And then we have some new cards like Paul Silas, Kevin Love, Jeff Green, Joe Smith, and Dean Wade, all of which are actually pretty good cards. So first we're going to start talking about some of the cards that, we got Evos on, and we gotta talk about how good they are. So first off is Aaron Gordon, who got a nice little boost up to Galaxy Opal from his original Pink Diamond card, which actually already was a beast. Like, this card was insane. I think I had him up in the A or A plus tier already. So the fact that he got a boost already being as good as he was is, kind of insane. Like, it's kind of unreal that they allowed a card that already was really good to get up to a Galaxy Opal boost. But he does go up in some pretty nice things. Like, he goes up in his post moves, his draw foul, his close shot, his midi, his 3-point shot, which is at 96 now, and he goes up to in his free throw, gets a nice perimeter and interior defense boost. His rebounding goes up as well, and his speed goes up. Gets a few more badges as well, which is all amazing. And honestly, in general, I think I really liked the boost that they gave to him. Just overall, I feel like it definitely maybe wasn't needed, but it was a nice little boost. Now, again, he's still a little undersized of the power forward, but again, I don't really mind a 6'9" power forward. And dare I say, maybe he's not moving up to S tier, but maybe, you know what, we're going to do it. We're going to throw him up to S tier, because I feel like he's really on par with this Galaxy Opal Larry Bird if you know how to use him well, because now he has Hoff, quick draw, and range extender. He's just as good as Kawhi. I mean, obviously he's a better shooter and defender than Jonathan Isaac and even Tim Duncan. Maybe if he was 6'11", I could throw him higher up on S tier, but I really like this Aaron Gordon card. I just realized a mistake that I did. Kristaps Porzingis also got an Evo boost, so I have to take him out of there. My bad. But yeah, I guess we're going to talk about Derrick Jones Jr. Next, because I kind of had them ready in order. But Derrick Jones Jr. got a boost from a 95 diamond to a 97 pink diamond, and gets some pretty decent boosts along with it. Gets up to a 92 shot 3, a 92 shot mid, and a 93 shot 3, and his perimeter defense goes up to a 94, and then some other intangibles go up like lateral quickness and some mental things. Gets a few more badges as well, but I think it still stands that he is, I guess, a little bit undersized at his position, but he does get like Hoff range extender and some other nice Hoff badges. But I think all this does is move him above Miles Bridges. I don't think it really changes his position as in up and down tiers, because he's still a 6'6" power forward, so he's still better as a small forward. What I think this does is maybe move him up to a top S tier small forward if you were to run him there. And again, just slightly above the Miles Bridges. He's still too undersized to really run with a lot of other cards at, being 6'6", and that's really just a negative because of his size. There's really not much that you can do with it, which sucks, because he could be a really good card if he wasn't so small. Like, if he was 6'8", boom, completely different story, and we'd be talking about how amazing this card is. But next we have Kristaps Porzingis, who I had in S tier, like a top S tier card, and then they obviously gave him an Evo, which again, for a lot of these cards, were already really good cards that get Evos to make them even better. Now, with this Kristaps Porzingis card, he does only go up, I'm pretty sure, in his steal and perimeter defense when it comes to this. Maybe lateral as well, but I'm not exactly sure. But it makes him a better perimeter defender, and he gets Hall of Fame clamps, which is a really nice badge to have. Now, when it comes to the power forward, I think having faster perimeter defense and being able to move, side to side quicker. Because, yeah, he definitely got a boost in his lateral quickness. But being able to move side to side quicker on the perimeter, having Hall of Fame clamps now instead of gold, the ability to speed boost despite not having good playmaking badges still, I think that will move him up to an S+ tier power forward. Because now he can actually keep up with everybody. He can, bump into them and actually stay with it. I think that was the big negative, is like, even though he had gold clamps, he couldn't really stay in front of people, but that's a really nice change to use there. Now, next, we have Amethyst Erick Pascal, which is a card that got some of the most unreal boosts out of any of the cards that we got, and it's actually a card that I probably should sell the Evo, but we're talking some massive boosts. Up and draw foul, midi, 3-point, free throw, pass IQ, accuracy, offensive and defensive rebounding. His interior perimeter both go up. His lateral quickness, pass perception, block, steal, defensive consistency, help, defensive IQ, driving, dunk, speed, speed ball, acceleration, strength, and offensive consistency for stats all are going up. He gets a bunch of brand new badges, like a bunch, like seriously a bunch, and some new Hall of Fame badges like Rebound Chaser, Post Move, Intimidator, Clams, Pick Dodger, Acrobat. Like, he gets some of the best boosts that any of the cards could get, but he's still 6'7" at power forward. So at small forward, I think this moves Erick Pascal up to S or S+ tier. At power forward, I think what it does is, in my personal opinion, I think it moves him to an A+ tier. I know 6'7" is a little bit undersized, but I mean, we have Andre Iguodala up here for his defense at the power forward. We have Billy Cunningham in here for his all-around ability, and I think he's better than them after it, because I mean, he gets gold rating center now, the Hoff quick draw, which was super necessary. He gets a bunch of playmaking badges so he can actually speed boost and keep up with people. Then he gets post move lockdown on Hoff. He has rebound chaser, off ball pest, moving truck, all on Hoff now, intimidator, clamps, and pick dodger. So I think in the grand scheme of things, he can help out with some of those, but I can't move him any higher because we have to take into account the fact that with the 7-footers, if people run 2 7-footers, Erick Pascal is getting popped the entire game. Easily you can switch him away, but it is something that is a big deal to consider. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Paul Silas. Now, Pink Diamond Paul Silas is literally just Paul George, in my opinion, just a slightly worse version of Paul George, but has a better off dribble. I love his off dribble. It's like the Hito leaner, so insane, so good. I think he's just, we'll put him just slightly worse than PG. I feel like he's better than Kuzma, like the animation's better, but an insane card. Still 6'8", so has some nice size at the power forward. Not ideal size either. I still think you should run him at the 3, not the 4. It's just that 1 extra inch and the wider frame helps at the power forward. It always does, but still not a bad card if we're being honest. Next, we have the Galaxy Opal Kevin Love, who just dropped and originally was looking real tough. I mean, Kevin Love cards generally aren't the greatest of cards. We all notice. We never really expect Kevin Love to have some of the most insane cards in the game or be top tier, but I feel like he's catching a lot more slack than he should be getting. He's one of the best shooters in the game. He has a great release. He's got Hoff Dimer, which is great. Can play good defense, can rebound well, and with his increase in ball handle and playmaking, I feel like he's able to hold his own a little bit, but only an 81 speed, 79 speed of ball, and a 81 acceleration. It does really kill the card if we're being honest. So I think Kevin Love is probably sitting in our A tier just because he's a little slow, and when you're slow and also only 6'10" at the 4, I feel like it hurts because then you go against these guys, like Miles Bridges and Derrick Jones Jr. If you're running against somebody like Kevin Love versus those guys, they're so much quicker that on defense you really just can't keep up. But then you could back them down to the post. It's not an ideal scenario if we're being honest. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Jeff Green, who I did a gameplay on. If you guys have not watched that, please go check it out. This card is absolutely insane and literally is just like Rudy Gay and Paul George. But in my opinion, I think he does bridge that gap between all of them. I feel like he's that nice happy medium for a lot of people that maybe aren't the biggest fan of PG or the biggest fan of Rudy Gay. Not that I would understand why you wouldn't like either of them. He's that nice middle territory. He's got a little bit of a funky release, but it's pretty easy to green. He can slash amazing. Got slash or take it with Mike Malone coach boost and turns into an opal with any sort of boost that you give him. Absolutely love this card. It's one that I think if anybody needs one, they definitely need to pick up, and overall, honestly, is pretty nice. Next, we have Joe Smith, who's a 6'10" power forward that honestly can do everything. Got that off quick draw, which you gotta love, can play good defense, rebound really well, and again, at 6'10", has great size, got that range center, can really do a lot of things well. I think he's a very solid A-tier card. I feel like he maybe has a little bit more room to improve. His animations are good. I just don't think his dribbling is that amazing, but still isn't a bad card, and is basically the budget version of the Kevin Love that maybe he just can't shoot as well. You know what I mean? And then last but not least, we have our Amethyst Dean Wade, who TVG tried his hardest to get added to my team. And I think, honestly, not a bad card. One of the better releases in the game. Has a great shot three. He can drive to the basket really well and finish good. Has great ball handling and some pretty decent defense as well. Good rebounding and good speed. Just as an Amethyst, a very high quality Amethyst that you need on the squad, and I feel like works very well. Personally, I think he might be better suited as a 3, but reminds me a lot of this Brian Scalabrine card, just a cheaper version of him, like 3K I think is what I got mine for. Actually 2.5K is what I got my Dean Wade for. So a super cheap version of this Brian Scalabrine. If we were taking budgetness into account, he'd be flying up the ranks on the list, but I think in general terms, he's probably just right there. It's a slightly worse version of the Brian Scalabrine. Let me know what you guys think of my list down in the comment section below, and make sure you guys let me know if you guys want to see the other 2 finished off, as well as more tier lists in general from here, because you guys seem to have been joining in very lately, so just let me know. Subscribe if you guys are new. We're on that road to 5.4K. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video, or potentially a stream on Twitch. Check that out.